Hi guys, my name is Natasha and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my own knotless goddess braids. These braids are perfect for the summer because they're super lightweight on the scalp and they're by far the best braids for healthy natural hair. Alright, so for products, I'm going to be using all natural African shea butter to moisturize my hair, this Carol's Daughter hair honey on my scalp, and this Murray's hair pomade to kind of just slick my natural hair really nice into the braiding hair. So for the actual hair, I'm going to be using this Expressions brand in the color 2, which is just a bit lighter than jet black. And for the actual curl at the end, I'm going to be using this Freetress in Deep Twist 22-inch in the color 1B. So I just want to start off by showing you guys exactly how I'm parting my hair. And I really want to stress making these parts just as perfect as possible, because since these braids are smaller and they lay really flat, your parts are going to be extra noticeable. So you just want to make sure they're super clean. And you also want to part directly on top of the braid below it, so that when you start braiding, each one of them falls in between the two that are underneath it. And this kind of adds to that really flat and that flowy effect that makes these braids so gorgeous. And also, this is about the size box that I'm using per braid. I'm going to show you guys two different ways to do this, an advanced way and the beginners. The advanced way isn't that hard, it's just one extra step, but it does make the braids look a lot cleaner. So I just wanted to show you both kinds so you can kind of choose which way you want to do. Both of them though, you start off just by braiding your own natural hair about 3 or 4 braids down. So to connect the braiding hair into yours, you're basically going to just attach it to one of the pieces of hair. So as you can see, it's kind of stuck on one, and I just braid it as if it's not there. And you braid down about 2 times, and then you take these 2 pieces on the left, connect them together, and then continue braiding. So you're just going to braid down a couple more times before adding in your second piece of hair. And I'm going to show you guys each method 3 times so you don't have to rewind or anything. So again, I'm just going to add this piece in and rest it on top of my head just to kind of keep it out the way. So I braid down 2 times, and then I connect these 2 pieces on the left, pinch them together, and continue braiding down as if it's not there. And this method is great because it just makes the feet in here completely invisible, and it adds to that illusion that the hair is like growing out of your head. So it just makes it really pretty. So one more time, I'm just taking a piece this little and I'm putting it right in between my fingers here, resting it on my head. One more time, in between my fingers, putting it on top of my head, and then braiding it in 2 times. 1, 2, and then I'm pinching those 2 pieces on the left, holding them together, and then braiding them into the hair. So this is about the width and the size of the braid that I want, because it matches the rest, so I don't have to add in any more hair, and I'm just going to continue braiding down. Alright, now for the easier version, you're going to start it off the exact same way. It's just braiding your natural hair down 3 or 4 times, but instead of adding 1 piece of hair onto yours, you're going to add it onto 2 pieces of hair and then start braiding. So this will be a lot clearer once I zoom in. But again, once you braid that piece in, you're going to braid down a few more times before adding in your second piece of hair, looping it on so it's basically connected to 2 pieces, and then braiding it. So you don't have to wait to feed in a second piece or anything like that. And it's a lot easier to kind of keep up with. You don't get confused as much. So you're going to braid down until you want to add your third piece. And just one last time, it's almost like you're laying it flat against the hair and when you're connected to 2 pieces. And then you just simply start braiding it in. And again, this is the width that I want it, so I'm not going to add any more hair, and I'm just going to braid it down. So I just wanted to show you guys the biggest difference between these two methods, and that is in the easier version, it's a little bit more noticeable to see the feet in here, but you really need like a magnifying glass to see it. So in my opinion, if this is easier and faster for you, then you should definitely use this method. Alright, so if you ever run into this problem where it kind of looks awkward and like there's like a loop around, it just means like you might have been braiding too fast, and really instead of undoing it, because I know that can be frustrating, all you have to do is just kind of pinch it down. And usually this is caused because one of your pieces are too much bigger than the other. And so I'm going to show you guys just how to fix that. All you do is just pull some of the hair over and then connect it in the middle and then start braiding down. And you really can't even notice it at all. So now's about the time to add in the curly hair, and I add on a very, very tiny piece. The smaller the better, because if you add too much, they'll accumulate really quickly, and before you know it, you have a raccoon tail, and that's not cute. So I'm adding it the exact same way as the easy method also. So this step here is totally optional. I just prefer to have my braids looking really crisp and neat, and I'm not too attached to the length of my hair, so I don't mind trimming it just a little bit to make that braid look perfect. If you don't want to do this, all you have to do is just simply gel it down. So as you can see, one of my braids is a little bit longer than the other, so I'm just going to trim it in a downwards motion to give it that nice tapered look and prepare the hair for dipping tomorrow. So I give my hair a break between braiding and dipping to let all the products set in and dry in my hair. So this way, you know, if I just put a product in and then I dip it in water, it doesn't just wash right out, and it kind of helps my braids last a little bit longer too. And you can use just any conditioner on the ends of your hair to kind of detangle them and make them look extra shiny. And then I just spray it one more time to set the product in. I basically take care of it like I do my own hair. For the last step, I'm just going to again cut in a downwards motion and remove all that excess fuzz to give it just a nice even shape at the bottom. So I just wanted to show you guys that I used all of the pomade in the container. So this, I would probably say, is the most important product to get if you were to get one. So now it's time for my favorite part, which is dipping the braids. And I like to use a little bit of baby oil in my hot water because it kind of makes your hair really shiny. And it also rubs off on your skin and kind of gives you this dewy look, which is again great for the summer. So really important, you only want to put the middle part of your braids in, not the ends. If you do this, then your ends will just fall straight flat and your hair will be down to your ankles. Again, not cute. And then you just want to take a small hand towel and kind of squeeze the water throughout the braid. You don't really want to rub it straight down because this will make the hair kind of start peeking out of the braids. So to just keep everything nice and neat, just squeeze down. And then I like to just pull it down one time onto the ends just to smooth everything out. So last but certainly not least is nighttime care, and I'm using this oil because it's specifically made for braids and it only has very light oils that naturally absorb into the hair. So it's great for keeping the hair moisturized and healthy, but not leaving a really oily residue or any buildup in the hair. So this also helps it last longer. And I'm just using this silk scarf that I got on Amazon. They have a bunch of different beautiful colors. And I'm really just tying it like a little pilgrim, and then I'm going to pull the sides up, tie it around the top, and it's basically just going to protect my real hair at night while the rest of it is kind of just flowing. So these are my final results, and I just absolutely love them. They're so lightweight and really, really light on my scalp. And the best part is that you don't really have to wait for them to loosen up like regular knot braids. And I can just immediately tie them up. I can put them in a ponytail. I can braid them. And since they're so little and flat, they honestly look like my hair straightened. So I love this look. I'll definitely be doing this again. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, I have a bunch of little mini videos on hair care and little do-it-yourself masks and just little tips and tricks to help you take care of your own hair. And this is my natural texture in case you're curious, and you can find all of these on my Instagram page at curly.strands. Thank you guys for watching, and please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or if you do decide to try this style for yourself. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.